no one could fail to be moved by the emotion here at Ninian Park, Cardiff tonight. The light beginning to fail, but the night simply charged with emotion from some 20 to 25,000 Welshmen here to cheer Winstone on to what they hope will be a famous victory against this tough champion from Mexico, Vicente Saldivar, 24 years old, beaten only once in 6 years as a professional, and meeting Winstone for the second time tonight. They met in 1965, and Saldivar was just a little too strong for Winstone, and he outpointed him over 15 rounds. Winstone himself has been beaten only 3 times in 62 fights. A real battle of champions. The British and European champion from Merthyr, Howard Winstone, against the world champion from Mexico, Vicente Saldivar. The Mexican world champion in the white shorts is a southpaw. He leads with his right. Tough and rugged, immensely strong. Winstone, the superb boxing master, the brilliant exponent of the straight left. The first world championship fight in Wales for 21 years. Winstone in his 63rd fight, completely unruffled and calm before the fight. He had time to wink at friends in the crowd as he sat in his corner. The night air cool now, which might not suit Saldivar. The early scoring being done by Winstone. The Mexican is out of range. Two minutes have gone in this World Championship fight, and so far the Mexican hasn't landed a really good punch. Somebody's had to take a few himself. Saldivar, a quarter of a pound heavier, 8.13 1/4. Suspected that he has a little bit of trouble making the featherweight limit of 9 stone. If he has had trouble, we shan't know until the later stages of the fight. Coming to the end of the first. And the first round goes to Howard Winstone. Winstone, 28 years old, making his second challenge against Saldivar. It was September 1965, 21 months ago, when he lost on points at Earl's Court in London. And the story of that fight really was told in the last 3 rounds, because from the 12th onwards, the Mexican was simply too strong for Winstone. And Winstone, although he boxed superbly in the early rounds, found the man just a little bit too strong for him at the finish. The world champion, full name Vicente Samuel Saldivar Garcia, 24 years old, 5 foot 3 inches tall. He's 2 inches shorter than Winstone. His reach is 65 inches. That's 2 inches less than Winstone has. He's known in Mexico as El Zurco de Oro, which means the left hand of gold. So Winstone out in front on the first round. The gloves they're wearing tonight are Mexican gloves. There was a dispute about which gloves they should use, British or Mexican, before the fight, and it wasn't decided until about an hour and a half before they came into the ring. And finally, the Welsh camp gave way, and so Mexican gloves are being worn. Saldivar beginning to open up a little more in this second round. Swarthy Mexican who shaved his moustache since the last time he was with us. The pace now beginning to warm up a little, although the night gets steadily cooler. Winstone getting the right hand in. Winstone's superior reach of 2 inches coming in hand, and he's hurt Saldivar with a right hand. A good punch took the Mexican right off balance. Round 2. 30 seconds of the second to go. Clearly the start of this fight is going Winstone's way. Saldivar has won no medals on the first 2 rounds. I would think he's lost both of them. And he's finding that Winstone's right hand is pretty sharp. And he took one right hand which knocked him right back onto his heels. And I suspect Saldivar is feeling a little bit surprised about the sharpness of Winstone's right hand punching. He may well have hurt his jaw a little bit from the way he's opening his mouth. The feature of this fight so far has been the precision and willingness with which Winstone has put the right hand in as well as the left. He's punching as well with the right as he does with the left normally. And he's a good deal faster than I've seen him in recent fights, much sharper. It looks very much to me as though Winstone has come here tonight to fight the fight of his life at 28. Saldivar walking onto punches as he tries to come in. Through one low. That's the second time he's put a low one in. Did one in the previous round. Oh, this is a very fine start by Winstone. Picking up the points again with sharp punching. Mexican now trying to put combinations together. A harder punching at the moment seems to me to be coming from Winstone. The right hand is really getting in, and is getting in hard to the body. There's no doubt at all that if Saldivar is having any weight trouble at all, this start by Winstone is going to give him a lot of trouble. Because when you're suffering from weight trouble, you can't take punches as well as you can normally. And there's the end of the third, and although Winstone had a harder round than he had in the first two, I still think he probably just shaded that one. So it looks to me as though he's made a really great start to this World Championship fight. Howard Winstone of Wales, 28 years old, 62 fights. He's won 59 and been beaten only 3 times. Once by Leroy Jeffrey of America, who stopped him in 2 rounds, one of Winstone's rare off nights. Another occasion by Don Johnson of America, who got a very controversial points decision with which most people disagreed. And of course the other man to beat him is the man in the other corner, Vicente Saldivar, the world champion, who won this title in September 1964 when he stopped Sugar Ramos of Cuba in 11 rounds, which was a very fine performance indeed. He's since defended the title 5 times in less than 3 years. More typical Saldivar burst of punching there. The left hand of Saldivar is the dangerous punch. And he caught Winstone going back with it there. Saldivar now beginning to open up. Saldivar now knows, I think, he's got to take punches to get inside. Noticeable that the punches are coming much more often this time from Saldivar in the 4th round. He's thrown more punches already in this round than practically in the previous 3 rounds put together. The left hand of Saldivar looking dangerous as he comes across with it each time. Winstone can't afford a moment's relaxation. So far, this is Saldivar's round for the first time. When he does start to put the punches together, what a dangerous looking fighter he is, Saldivar. Winstone not having so much success with the left hand this time. Saldivar has stepped back from a lot of them, then worked inside hard. And there's the end of the 4th, and that one is very clearly Saldivar's, very clearly indeed. Tremendous late rally. This is what he did in their first fight. He used to come very strongly towards the end of every round and give Winstone a lot of trouble at the end of the rounds. And he did that again there. And for the first time, he very clearly won a round. Round 4, Vicente Saldivar, the world champion. The sort of stuff with which Saldivar is now opening up is the sort of stuff that's enabled him to be successful in 6 successive World Championship fights. Winstone beginning to work behind the left hand again, not chancing the right so often now because Saldivar is opening up a lot more when he goes to him. The sheer strength and ferocity of the attacks are bearing Winstone back, and at this stage now Saldivar looks immensely the more strong of the two. Round 5. We're now seeing the real pattern of this emerging, which is the left hand of Winstone and the boxing ability against the sheer strength and aggression of the Mexican. Last time, strength and aggression told. Left hand work by Winstone. Well, that was one of the closest rounds we've seen so far. The left hand of Winstone against the two-fisted work of the Mexican. I think I would have to give it to Saldivar just by a shade, because it seemed to me he landed rather more good punches than Winstone did. But there couldn't have been very much in it, and if anybody said it was even, I wouldn't argue too much. Well, this really is a superb contest. Very worthy indeed of the World Championship title it has, between the out-and-out fighter, Vicente Saldivar of Mexico, defending the championship, and the brilliant 28-year-old boxer from Wales, Howard Winstone. Two good punches by Winstone. outside the ring. The night closing in now. Hardly any light left at all. And now the attention of about 25,000 Welshmen focused intently on this brilliantly lit ring. Winstone spearing his man's face again and again with left hands. And Saldivar knowing that he's really got to put up a great battle here if he's going to win this. He's being tested to the absolute limit by Winstone. The front of Winstone's body now, his chest absolutely scarlet from the effects of the punches that Saldivar has landed there. He's blotched all over his chest. Some indication of the strength of punch of Saldivar. And again, Saldivar has put a lot of effort into this round, and he's scored a lot with punches. 3-4 there to the head. No reply from Winstone. Winstone now being really hustled. Notice how Saldivar works towards the end of the round. And that round I would mark to the champion. Saldivar now really opening up round after round, but really being made to work, because whenever he rests, then Winstone comes in with that left hand, the occasional right, and it really is a fine championship. I should think promoter Harry Levine must be well pleased with the sort of efforts these two are putting up. Well, at this stage, I've got them absolutely dead level. Right hand from Winstone. But the punches don't stop Saldivar from coming on. This is significant, of course. One wouldn't expect them to. Winstone is not a great puncher. He's putting them in with full force and sharpness when they aren't having any effect. Winstone now slightly marked underneath the left eye. Just a little nick there, a little dark mark underneath the left eye. Winstone fighting really hard here to keep this Mexican away, and he can't stop him coming forward. Tremendous battling round by Saldivar, the seventh. And Winstone doing his share of scoring in it too. Hard left hand downstairs from Saldivar. Well, there's no signs of weight strain at the moment from Saldivar. He's fighting as though he's absolutely comfortable at 8-13 1/4. Well, we've now passed the halfway stage. And that was a low one from Winstone. What a good round this has been. Wonderful round, the classic combination, the fighter versus the boxer. Great round that, and I would make that one even. The boxing, the left hand work came from Winstone here, and a tremendous battling round by the champion, the world champion. Here's Winstone, that severe haircut, which makes him look a little unfamiliar. We're used to seeing rather more hair on the top of Winstone's head. Well, he's a man of tremendous experience, 62 fights, and he's taken part in 13 championship fights in the last 6 years. World Championship, British, European. 13 championship fights in the last 6 years, and he's gone 15 rounds 4 times. The night simply ringing with cheers for Winstone. No man could have had more support than Winstone's had here tonight. We're in the 8th round, and now this is the time when one begins to look for signs of tiredness, because this has been a really hard fight. The preceding 7 rounds have been packed with punches and action. There's never been a moment's respite for either man. And Winstone is 28, and Saldivar is 24. Two good punches from Winstone. This man is fighting the fight of his life tonight. I honestly think Winstone is fighting better in this fight than he did in the first one with Saldivar. Two more good punches by Winstone. The Mexican's taking a little bit of a breather in this round. Or maybe he's not being given too many opportunities. Minute to go of the 8th. And Winstone's making the world champion look very flat-footed indeed. He definitely hasn't worked so hard in this round, Saldivar. Whether he's coasting or whether he's beginning to feel the strain, we shan't know. "30 seconds, and it's definitely Winstone's round so far. And there's the end of the 8th, and that was a very fine round indeed for Howard Winstone. He won that one on my card, and I would put him out in front again after that. This is a tremendous battle by Winstone, it really is. And that corner must be very pleased indeed with the way their boys working here tonight. I think he is fighting a lot better than he did in their first fight, and he did well enough for 12 rounds in that one, heaven knows. If this Mexican has got weight trouble, then we're reaching the stage now where it'll begin to show. What a wonderful fight this is. Three body punches went in there from Saldivar. No reply. Oh, what a battle this is. Tremendous move by Winstone. Winstone's nose is bleeding. What a hard round this one has been. They both put a lot into it. It's a question of which one has had the more taken out of him. The end of the ninth. That was a big round for Saldivar. He put a lot of effort into that round, and I think he just won it. Well, this is a great fight indeed. And there really can't be very much in it between these two. Once again, I've got them absolutely level on the card. What a finish we're going to see. 6 rounds to go, and whose fight is it going to be? Saldivar again now beginning to come forward and working hard. Winstone's right hand not being used very much now, working principally behind the left. Another slip. It's the first time he's slipped over, but he's twice before slipped a little bit. And it could well be a sign of tiredness in those legs. They're 28 years old. Now Saldivar is marked underneath the right eye. Both of them, I think, now beginning to take a breather in this one. The pace they've been going, it's no surprise. A lot of punches going through there from Saldivar. Good right hand from Winstone. Got through to the chin. But he's had to take a few back for it. The harder Winstone presses, so Saldivar comes stronger. And now Saldivar is definitely marked underneath the right eye, and there's a sign of blood there. Punches to end with for Saldivar, and I think he shaded that one. But what a good challenger and what a good champion. We really have got a great World Championship battle here tonight in Cardiff. Well worthy of its build-up, and every bit as good, if not better, than their first fight. In fact, I do think it's better. Well, now we're in the last third of this World Featherweight Championship between Howard Winstone of Wales, the challenger, and Vicente Saldivar of Mexico. And we're reaching the stage now where in their previous fights, Saldivar began to get really on top. It was after the 12th last time that he really began to get on top of Winstone. Really is like a young bull, this champion. And Winstone has to play the part of the matador with the left hand. This man is still very strong, Saldivar. He's pushing Winstone away from him out of the clinches, and that's a sign that he's still got a lot of strength to spare. Oh, this is a bad patch for Winstone. Trapped on the ropes, he can't get away. That's the most successful patch that Saldivar has had so far. He trapped Winstone on the ropes, and the champion wasn't quick enough to get off them. And that is a sign of tiredness in itself, because a really strong Winstone would have been away, and he took a lot of head punches. He's on the ropes again, but he managed to come away that time. But he's tired, Winstone. He's lying on a bit. Winstone is definitely slowing. Trying hard to work behind the left, but the sheer strength and ferocity of Saldivar is forcing him back the whole time. And he hurt Winstone again there with a looping left hand. This Mexican southpaw now well on top in the 11th. The pattern beginning to look as though it might go the same as last time. Still trying to score points with the left, Winstone. But that was Saldivar's round, there's no doubt about that. One very bad patch there for Winstone in that 11th round when he was trapped on the ropes and he took several head punches before he could get away or cover up. The singing and the cheering now begins to build from this crowd at Ninian Park. And Winstone now needs all the encouragement he can get, because this is the vital part of the fight for him. This is where he lost it last time. Good right hand from Winstone. What a punch to produce at this stage. Saldivar is just going to storm through the lot. He doesn't care what Winstone throws at him. He comes through everything. That left hand in Saldivar's face again and again and again as he comes forward. That's another good right hand from Winstone. Again, Winstone, slow to come off the ropes and taking a lot of punches around the head. Punch after punch rained on him there. And now Winstone's eyes are beginning to look a little bad. His left eye, the left eyebrow, beginning to look as though it might just be cut. This is the very big effort from Saldivar. He's going out to win in this round if he can. And Winstone is cut over the left eye. And he's slightly cut over the right eye as well, Winstone. Just a slight cut on his right eye and another one on the left. And still this wonderfully brave and brilliant young Welshman is trying to box his way back into this with the left hand. And he's swaying about on the ropes again. That's where he was trapped before. And he's very tired, Howard, and his mouth now beginning to puff up a little bit. And he looks very tired, and his face is very marked. Oh, and that was a bad round for Winstone, the worst one he's had yet. And this fight is beginning to go exactly the way the other one went, with this Mexican so strong, so rugged, so aggressive, coming into it more and more as the fight goes further. 3 rounds to go. And Winstone now must have dropped behind under the sheer storming assaults of Saldivar. And Saldivar getting the signal from his corner, come on, keep coming forward. They begin to feel, I think, that Winstone is tiring. And this is his chance. Listen to this noise from the crowd now as they cheer for Howard Winstone. Doesn't seem to matter what Winstone does. He can't stop the Mexican coming forward. Good right hand from Winstone. Every now and again he pops that right hand home. What a worker this Mexican is. He really is. Another great Saldivar effort here. He's trying so desperately to finish this one inside the distance. Winstone now blowing through blooded lips. Still they signal Saldivar to come forward. And this is a very great World Championship fight. Winstone's a very tired boy as he goes back to his corner. But my word, what a good challenger he is. He has fought his heart out here tonight. He really has. He's boxed brilliantly. At times he's punched as sharply as I've ever seen him punch. But he still hasn't managed to stop this incredibly tough Mexican coming to him. Winstone again picking up points with the left hand, working wonderfully well behind the left. The strength lies with the world champion. The 14th round in their last fight was a very bad one for Winstone. A hard left from the Mexican, and Winstone's in trouble on the ropes again. Hanging on desperately, trying to move this way and that to get away, and still trying to box behind the left hand. What a wonderfully game performance by Winstone, but he's going, he's down. It's the first time in 2 fights with Saldivar. Eddie Thomas leaning right through the ropes, telling him to stay there for 9. Round 14. Can Winstone survive? Just under a minute to go of the 14. And Winstone's going to have trouble getting through this one. He's taking too much punishment now. Trying to dodge away. Still trying so gamely to put the left hand in. But his chance is gone. "15 seconds to go in the 14th round. And Saldivar is blowing. He's put so much effort into that. There's the end of the 14th. A terrible round for Winstone, but he came through it. Eddie Thomas goes to fetch him to the corner. And it looks now as though the Welshman's chance has finally gone. There's 1 round to go. Can he get through 15 rounds now with the world champion? There was so much effort put by Saldivar into that 14th round that at the end, I don't think he could throw a punch himself. He wore himself out hitting Winstone. Saldivar, this immensely strong champion now, again making a big effort in the last 3 minutes. What a joke it is to say that he's been having trouble with the weight. He simply can't be having trouble. No man could be this strong and have trouble with the weight. Saldivar marked under both eyes. Winstone smothered in grease. And the pattern of this fight, remarkably like their first. And Winstone scoring points off the Mexican's face as Saldivar battles away. Good punches from Winstone. The greatest fight of Winstone's life, there's no doubt about it. And he's giving as good as he gets in the last round. He really is. What an incredible finish to this fight. Making Saldivar miss, leading him a dance around the ring. And Saldivar is just about exhausted, his mouth's wide open. "20 seconds to go. What a finish to this fight. And there's the bell. A wonderful World Championship fight. And Saldivar is the winner. And Saldivar has retained his World Championship on points over 15 rounds in a fight that was remarkably similar to their first, with the Mexican so strong in the closing stages. And just as in their first fight, the 14th was a bad one for Winstone. So Saldivar is the winner on points over Howard Winstone, a very fine challenger, a very brave challenger. Two tremendous fights these two little men have had, and both of them absolutely worthy of the world title label. A magnificent effort by Winstone. Fourth defeat in 63 fights. Saldivar's record now, 32 wins out of 33 fights. A very fine world champion, tremendously strong. How'd you put up the fight of your life tonight?
Thank you.
I think you fought a lot better this time than you did the first time against him.
Oh, I trained hard for this one. I felt real good.
But I think in the fight itself, you fought so much better, I felt. You were sharper.
Well, we all thought we'd won it, like, you know. Last week was.
You felt yourself you'd won it?
Oh, yeah. I done enough early on, I think, to win it easy.
You made a brilliant start. You didn't lose any of the early rounds. It was a tremendous start.
I know that, that's what I'm saying, you know. Then I came back a bit in the last couple of rounds, and I thought we won it easy.
The way you were punching with the right hand was impressive, I think, early on.
Well, we've been practicing all the time in the gymnasium.
Did you find him not as difficult this time as last time?
Well, I knew what to expect this time. Last time we knew nothing about him, like, you know, we knew this time.
It was peculiar the way the pattern of the fight was so similar towards the end, particularly in the 14th round, which was a bad round for you last time, and it was again this time.
Well, he seems to come on strong, you know, they must give him a pep pill or something.
He does, in fact, doesn't he? It doesn't matter what you did to him, he kept coming at you.
Very strong.
Would you say you hit him as hard as you've ever hit any man?
Oh, I think so, yeah. I hit him a couple of times.
I felt this too. And in fact, I don't know if you know this, but he did an interview with the Mexican commentator at the end, and he said that you'd given him the hardest fight anybody had ever given him, and that you'd hurt him badly.
Yeah, but as I said, it's already one easier, you know.
It must be a tremendous disappointment to you. You've had 2 goes at him now, and you haven't come out the winner either time. How badly is this going to affect you, do you think, in your thinking about boxing?
Well, I am very disappointed, you know, but I think I'll try and make another long belt my own property and then I'll pack up.
You've got 2 more notches to put on it, haven't you, before you make it your own?
Yeah.
So you'd like to have those 2 fights?
And pack it up.
What about another one with Saldivar? Would you think of that?
Yeah, sure, why not? Get him again would be great.
Well, it was a tremendous performance tonight. You had the crowd on your side too, which obviously helps.
Oh, yeah. Well, everybody thought he won except the referee.
It's very tough indeed. How do you feel now? You?
Oh, a bit tired, that's all. You can have a good sleep and I know I'll be right.
I mean, you put the whole of yourself into this fight, didn't you? You really did.
I threw everything at him. Okay, that's the way it goes.
Well, it was a wonderful world championship. I mean, no matter who won, it was a great fight anyway.
That's the main thing.
And we do congratulate you on a wonderful show, Howard.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.